Hello, welcome to Just Vintage Crochet. This is the first video I am making after I made my channel announcement that I would be consolidating my It's Not Knit channel, which are my own modern designs, into their own special playlist here on this channel. So after I upload this video, I will upload one of my It's Not Knit videos, and that's how I'm going to do this. It's just going to be one of these, one of those, one of these, one of those. Okay, if you are new to this channel, I have a stack of patterns here that were put together for me. I am familiar with a lot of these books, but I am not familiar to the point where I know all these patterns. I just know what book this is because of the gray background, and I know what book this is because of the tan background, for example, but I'm not familiar with these patterns. I have no titles, I have no picture, and anything within the pattern that could give away what it is has been blacked out. Now, we do have pictures and titles, I just don't have access to them until we're done making the pattern. My son keeps those in his room. He's the one who puts these patterns together for me. So let's pick today's pattern. Number 8. Oh, right here, I can see it right here. And the majority of these patterns are from the 1840s, except this one here is from the 1880s, 1883. But we are working, this whole stack is from the Victorian era, and it's predominantly from the early Victorian era. Okay, number 8. Let's see what we need here. This blank is worked with blank, as in illustration. We have a picture. We do have a picture. Okay, is worked from the center as follows. Make a chain of 16, join with 1. I'm going to say that's a closed chain stitch, like basically a closing slip stitch. First round, 3 chain stitches. Okay, what do you guys think? Should I work with thread this time, since the last time I worked with a thicker yarn? I think I'll go with thread this time. Typically thread was used. How many rounds do we have? 8th round? Wait a minute. 4th round. A lot of instructions per round. It looks like 8 rounds. Both pieces have to now be joined. Oh, there's some work involved with this. Alternate twice. Okay, I'm going to get some thread, I think. A bedspread cotton should do fine. Okay, so it says here to make a chain of 16 and join it with 1. I'm going to say that's a closed chain stitch, because we've seen this abbreviation from this book before, but I got no clarification on that from the actual book itself. So I think it's a closed chain stitch, like just a closing slip stitch. That's my best educated guess. Okay, well, I want to make that first one a little tighter. 2, 3. Okay, 16, close. There you go. Okay, and as I was looking at this pattern, you know how I always say throw the stitch terms out the door when it comes to these Victorian patterns, with the exception of the 1880s and U.S. stitch terms. The 1880s, the late 1870s, and really in the 1880s is whenever the U.S. started to really lock in its own stitch terms. I think this is a U.S. pattern because it wants us to use 3 chains as a double crochet. I think this is not a UK double crochet, but a US double crochet, like a modern US double crochet. I'm going to leave a video down below that really gets into the history of the stitch terms throughout the Victorian era and the difference between the US and the UK and when all that started to happen and what the stitch terms were. It really is interesting, and it gets into all of this stuff. So I think we're working with a U.S. pattern from the 1880s that will give us what we know as today is pretty close to our modern stitch terms. Okay, so 3 chains as a double crochet, 1 double crochet in the same stitch in which the closed chain stitch has been worked. 19 chain stitch, 1 single crochet in the last double crochet. 4 double crochet in the next 2 chain stitch of the foundation. Repeat 7 times. Okay, I got so confused there. So we're going to work 19 chains and then come back down and work a single crochet into the double crochet we just made. Basically a really big picot. Okay, and we're going to do this a total of 8 times because it's saying to do it 7, repeat 7 times more from the 19 chain. So repeat from here. Okay, interesting. So let's go ahead and start with the chain 3. So chain 3 and then 1 double crochet into the same spot. Chain 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. My goodness. We do that last stitch again. There we go. 14. Doggy hairs. Merlin. 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Okay. And then back into the last double crochet we made. Did my work get spun? It did. Okay, so what I'm going to do when I do this kind of a picot, you see that we have the top of our double crochet right here, right there. And that chain 19 is coming out of it. So what I'm actually going to do is go down into the center. And I'll try to do this in a way where you can see. There is the top of the stitch there. I'm going to go down into the center of that stitch and down the side of it right there. And then it says to work a double crochet, so I will work a double crochet. That's how I like to do those kind of picots. Okay, then it says 4 double crochet in the next 2 chain stitches. Now, does that mean 2 in each or 4 in each? I wish I knew what the final stitch count was meant to be. At the last repetition, make 2 double crochet instead of 4 in the chain stitch. Okay, so I think I'm supposed to put 4 in each chain stitch then. I think I am, just based on this right here. Oh, let me hold it up so you can see. Repeat 7 times. At the last repetition, make 2 double crochet instead of 4 in the last chain stitch of the foundation, and work 1 closed. I'm just going to call it a slip stitch. Work 1 slip stitch in the 3rd of the 3 chain stitches of this round. Okay, so that tells me yes, I likely need to put 4 into each chain stitch. Wow. Okay, I'm going to try to weave this tail in as I go. So the next chain stitch over is going to be that right there. So 4 in each of the next 2. I want that top loop. There we go. Okay, 1, 2, oops, lost that one, 3, and 4. And then the next chain over, not the easiest to get into. There we go, because putting 4 in the first chain stitch there really tightened up the stitch next to it. 1. Okay. And then it says, repeat 7 times from here. Okay, so 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the 19. And then I work a single crochet back into the top of the last double crochet made. And then 4 double crochet into the next chain stitch. 1, 2. I just went ahead and worked 4 chain stitches into the next chain over too, so now there's 8 in a row. To do the 19 chain again and just So this was my first repeat. So this is my first of 7 over here for a total of, I'm guessing 8. Let's see here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, oops, 6, 7, and then into the last one we just worked 2. Okay. Okay. I'm going to work the rest of this off camera and I will be right back. Kind of starting to believe I'm not supposed to put 4 into each stitch because this ring already wants to completely close and I'm not even halfway done. I'm close to halfway done. So I think I'm supposed to put 2 into one chain and 2 into the next for a total of 4 in a row. Let's see how that works out. Because it's really becoming a bit unmanageable the way I was doing it before. But it seems to me like that's how it read. Just have to go with my gut. I think that is going to be correct. Okay, here's what I have now. I really think I have it correct this time. I did go back and restart just to clean the chain up because the chain was a little stretched. Also, I changed something else. I noticed that the single crochet was creating quite a big unbalanced gap. It's not like it was just a gap straight down the middle. It was a gap off to the side using a single crochet to anchor down these chain 19s. So I anchored them down with a slip stitch. So I went off pattern ever so slightly in that department, but I think it looks really nice and cleaned up now. So and because I buried my tail in all around, I went ahead and just cut the tail off. It's out of the way. Let's see what we have next. Okay, second round, 2, I'm going to say those are just basically slip stitches. So 2 slip stitches in the next 2 stitches of the last round. Then work 7 chains, of which the first 4 will serve as 1 treble. Alternate 3 times, 1 treble in the following 3rd stitch, 3 chain stitches. Next, work 1 treble in the same stitch in which the last treble has been made. There's a lot of instructions. Look at the instructions go all the way to here. Here's round 3. Okay, so I'm going to have to follow this bit by bit. Here's the full instructions for that. Center is now finished. Fasten the thread and break it. Take a, I don't know, with 16, I don't know. Fasten both ends of the braid and work on the edge of the 3rd round as follows. What is this? It was blacked out because it likely gave away what the end result is, but it also looks like it's something I vitally need to know. Take a blank with 16. Well, I guess when we're done, we'll see what we have. Maybe we have 16 of something. Fasten both ends of the braid. Oh, man. All right. In the meantime, we'll at least do this part. Okay, so slip stitch over. Let's see here. Okay, slip stitch over in the next 2 stitches of the last round. Does that count my first stitch here? Probably. So slip and slip. Okay, then it said to chain 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The first 4 will be a treble. Alternate 3 times, 1 treble in the following 3rd stitch. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's 1 treble in the following 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. Next, work 1 treble in the same stitch. Okay, in the same stitch. Okay, alternate 3 times, 3 chain, 1 treble in the following 3rd stitch. Okay. Treble in the following. Work the next 1 treble in the first. Alternate 3 times, 3 chain stitch, 1 treble in the following 3rd stitch. Work the next 1 treble in the first of the, oh, okay. Okay, so it wants us to alternate all around, and then it moves on to the next loop. Okay, it looks like I made a V-stitch over here. It doesn't want me to do the V-stitches anymore. See, 1 treble in the following 3rd stitch, 3 chain stitch. Next, work 1 treble in the same stitch. Okay, that's, I already read that. Alternate 3 times, 3 chain stitch, 1 treble in the following. Okay. So I'm guessing I'm not going to do the V-stitch anymore. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I just caught why I'm confused because I'm not comprehending. Alternate 3 times. The V-stitch is supposed to be at the top. That's why I'm totally thrown off. It's just, it's when it's right in front of your face and you still can't see it. You know what I mean? Okay, so our chain 7 there. And then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That makes 1. 1, 2, 3. That makes 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. Sometimes it's hard to identify which is my stitch. Okay, right there. Now, I think I worked the V-stitch. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Ugh, I have to quit doing that. Quit doing that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, look what suddenly makes sense. Okay, it was right in front of my face. That's a me problem. It was right there, alternate 3 times. So now it wants me to work back down and then start on the next 19 chains. It's all right there. It's written in plain, simple English. I just have to comprehend. 1, 2, 3. Maybe that's by design as well. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, work the next 1 treble in the first of the next 19 chain stitch. 3 chain stitch and repeat from here. Okay, I get it now. I can envision it, which makes it easier. All right. One, two, three. And then work 3 treble down, chain 3, work a treble into my first chain, and work that all the way up and around. Okay, now let's see how these look. Is this correct? Did I do it right? Hey, that looks like some kind of leaf. Where's my V-stitch? There it is. That looks like some kind of leaf or something. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna work this all around. Okay, so I finished working on this long enough to do something with my nails. I have looked at the pattern and I am at a total loss. I got this part here, which I think probably needs to be blocked. It's very interesting looking. I don't know what I am supposed to do with this. Take a blank with 16 blank, fasten both ends of the braid and work on one edge the 3rd round as follows. 3rd round, 6 single crochet around the division between the 2 blank, 17 chain stitch, 1 double crochet in the edge of the next medallion, 3 chain stitch, 1 double crochet in the edge of the same medallion, 3 chain stitch, blah, 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 the next medallion. I don't know what this is. This would make sense if I knew what this was. It is very confusing. I almost need this part to be uncovered or I just can't move on. It's quite a lengthy pattern. It just has a lot of instructions per round mostly. I am stuck. So I feel like at this point I have no choice but to I'm going to work on it, but I almost feel like I have no choice but to uncover what this pattern is so that I can see what these instructions are. I just don't know what else to do. What else do I do? Take a blank with 16 blank, fasten both ends of the braid and work on one edge the 3rd round as follows. I just don't know. Division between the 2, I'm wondering if it means between these 2, and take a blank with 16 chains, 16 inches, fasten both ends of the braid and work on one edge the 3rd round. I don't know what that means. I don't want to see it. I know this one has a pick. I don't want to know what it looks like. I want to make this blindly. I want to actually accomplish this. So I think it's 10 o'clock at night. All right. I think what I'll do is have Justin take my computer and go ahead and print off this 1 page for me. Not the title, not the image, which he has both of those already. Just print this off. This might give away what it is. It might say doily or it might say insert or something like that that would have given it away. But at this point, I don't care. I need to know what this is meant to look like, right? Do you guys agree? Like, it doesn't matter if we know that it's a doily at this point or I don't know what it's going to be, an insert or something. I don't care if we know that it's a hat. You know, I just want to know what the instructions are because I want to make this blindly. I don't want to see any pictures. I don't want to see a title. I'll be right back. Okay, so here is what we found. Well, here's what Justin found for me. It took him a minute to find the book because the title of it is really close to the title of another book, and I have so many books on my computer. First of all, I said, hey, while you're looking that up for me, look up the stitch terms for me because I need to know what the CLCHST is. And it is a close chain stitch. And when you look that up, it just closes around. Insert the hook in a loop of the preceding row, draw the cotton through it, and the loop on the needle at the same time. It is a slip stitch. They also have a slip stitch. That is just for slipping over. I guess they want to differentiate between the two. Here is the missing part, and it's still confusing. Take a medallion braid with 16 medallions, fasten both ends of the braid, and work on the edge of the third round as follows. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Take a medallion braid. Okay, it's probably a lot less confusing if I was like in Boston 1883 and I knew exactly what a medallion braid with 16 medallion was, and I can go to the fabric store and buy a little spool of it. It's probably some pre-made thing. So here's what I have decided to do. Breaking one of my rules. I have executive authority to do this. It's my channel. I'm going to break a rule. I already broke the rule. Here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I couldn't even pretend to tell you how I am meant to make that. I think what it is a pre-made something or another. And it looks like perhaps it has this on it. I'll be right back. Okay, so here's what I have. And as you can see, these things do look like they have a bit of crochet. Now, not this one. This one is rather grandiose. I just wanted to show you the fillet portion of it. I also have this. Do you see how that looks like it could be crochet? This fillet portion, like right here. And I have this. This is definitely more of an edging. Isn't that pretty though? Let's see. Let's look at this. Wouldn't that be too big? It would be too big, I believe. And there's really no way for me to curve it around. This is probably the dumbest thing ever and not at all what they mean. I don't know what they mean. No, this ain't right. Not gonna work. Isn't that pretty though? Not gonna work. All right, hang on. I am afraid I am absolutely stuck. I don't know how to make this. Let's look at it with a magnifying glass. Well, one thing is for sure, I got this part right, the center. I definitely got the center right. I'm very proud of at least that much, if nothing else, dadgummit. But let's really look at this. It looks crocheted. And come down here. How would you make those little pea pod looking things? Oh, Lord, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. It's the first time I've ever been stuck even after looking at the reveal photo. I don't know what to do. I am glad I at least got this part right. Not gonna lie. I got at least this much right. I'm kind of thinking I need to just maybe pick a new pattern. What do you think? I'm definitely feeling, there we go. Definitely thinking I need to just pick a new pattern at this point. Oh, bummer. I kind of hate picking new patterns in the middle of a video. I really do. Let's see. Hang on. Can pick one of these little fast, easy ones. Well, that one looks small, but it's a chain of 120 stitches. Let's see if we can find something that's kind of quick to make up for this. I don't think I'm going to be able to make this. I really don't. How ridiculous is that? There's our stitch terms. And the art of crochet. That doesn't belong in this pile. Well, I'm guessing we need some fresh patterns. We need some fresh patterns. We got some that are left. What is this? Chain of 100. I want something small. I don't think I have any more small patterns left. It is good to have some small ones in here. Okay. Whale. All right. Let me think of something. Hey. Okay, so what I was going to do was pick a cute, fun pattern from my book, and I came upon this. Look at this. That looks like a pea pod to me. This book is from 1880s and 1890s, by the way. What do you think? It kind of looks the same, doesn't it? See, that blurs it up too much for you. Doesn't that kind of look like this? Let's see if there's written instructions. It says point lace braid and crochet. Point lace braid and crochet. Okay. This requires rather fine cotton. Let me hold this up for you. And then make a pretty trimming suitable for fancy aprons and pinafores. Pinafores, as if I don't know how to read. Pinafores. As well as underclothing. First row, 1 double treble, which is for us a treble, just a modern U.S. treble. So make 1 treble crochet between 2 medallions. What medallions? Do these medallions already exist? Do they already exist? Between 2 medallions, 1 treble halfway up the next 5 chain. Do these medallions already exist and you just buy them at the store and then you sort of do your crochet work around them? What a bummer. Let's take a close look at those. What do you think? Do you think they already exist? It's like a prefabricated, you could just buy a bunch of medallions and do your work around them. That's what it looks like to me. It's looking more and more like that. Dang it. I thought I was really onto something. Now that just looks like a daisy edging there. That's really pretty. Well, hell, this mystery pattern has just turned into a hang out and play in my book session, hasn't it? My goodness. I feel so dismayed. We need to get some more patterns in our bowl, by the way. We've got 4 left in there. I'm going to have Justin go through there. What's this? Is this something cute? It says here, crochet shawl in omega pattern. What do you guys think of this? That looks quick and easy, something we can quickly do in place of, see here, crochet shawl. Ooh, I don't know. That's kind of a big pattern. It's probably because of that edging right there. Yeah, that edging is, but let me I like that pattern. I like that, I like the way this looks. It's very neat. Let me hold it up for you. Sorry to bounce the camera around so much. My book bumped it. Let me go ahead and mark this one. I'd like to come back and look at this one in the future. Gosh, at this point, I'm good with just going through my pattern book. Hang on. So now you can see everything. Let's just hang out and look through the pattern book. I'm feeling a little bit dismayed. I almost don't even want to make anything else. How sad is that? I really, really want to master this stitch. So many of you suggested to use 2 hooks. I guess, I can't think of her name. I used to watch her all the time, like 10 years ago. She's a an OG crochet YouTuber, Nastasia. She teaches how to do that with 2 hooks. A bunch of you turned me on to that video of hers. That was very handy dandy. We already made this one. Ladies Pico in Tricot. This is the petticoat, not Pico. This is the petticoat I want to make for us for the mannequin. Hey, this looks like something we could maybe do. Open work square. It's not that big of a pattern. What do you think? That's pretty. Let me see how many minutes I've worked on this video. Well, it looks like I'm already about 20 minutes in. I bet I can trim a bunch of that back. You guys want to try out this square? See, something like this would have made a great mystery pattern. But Justin doesn't go through this. I don't really want him to go through this book for mystery patterns because I want to work these with you guys. So, I don't know. You guys want to try this square? It's pretty, right? I don't know. Well, you know, let's come back to it. Let's come back to this. I kind of just, at this point, I'm pretty happy with just hanging out with you right now and going through this book. I am feeling a little bit dismayed by that pattern. My goodness. There we go. That wasn't the pages I was crinkling. It was this pattern thing here. I know that must have sounded awful. It wasn't my pages going through hell. What are you? Square pincushion cover. I bet, though, you make this with a thicker thread. What pincushion? That's a pillow cover. Square pincushion cover. I'm not going to fold this hard, just a little light, as you can see, just a little light. It says required a ball. Who cares what it's required? I would make that with a like an Aran weight or a number 4 worsted weight. So let's see here. First round. What do we got to do? Number 6. Commence with 4 chains, join round, and work 3 single crochet in each stitch of the chains. So 4 chains, 3 single crochet. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, I know I'm slow with math. So that would be just 12 single crochet all around. Oh, it says 12 single crochet in all right there. I could have just kept reading. In all, join rounds. Second round. I can make this a whole separate video. What do you guys think? Tell you what I'll do. This video is a tragedy. Let's flip through some more pages. This video is an absolute tragedy. So what I'll do is make this right here. I want this on my couch. I want this to be a pillow. I'm looking at it. I don't want it to be a pincushion. I want it to be a pillow. Even if it's too small for an insert, I'll stuff it with some polyfill. So what I'll do is upload one of my It's Not Knit videos right after I upload this video, and I'm going to work on this right here, and then the next video will be this one, and then we'll do a mystery pattern. That'll give Justin some time to really put some fresh patterns in that bowl. We're going to keep the ones that are already in there, but we need to refreshen it. So I'm going to go ahead and bookmark this one too, and let's just hang out for a little bit and check out some of these patterns. Let's window shop for future patterns. Some of this stuff I'm not totally interested in. Like, I'm not totally interested in every single pattern from this book. Like the baby bib, not 100% interested in that. Like hats like this, they're really fun and really cute. But I'm not eager to just dive right in and make them. I want things that are a little more practical, something I'm going to wear today or use. Okay, I am interested in this too. This is Tunisian crochet. You know, if I move those away, there we go. Let's see, we've already made these. We went to make this, but this requires you to make the 2 front panels and then take it to the tailor and have the tailor make the back portion. So I was like, oh, well, now I'm not interested. Let's see. Full-size working design of rosette for curtain band. Oh, curtain band. Oh, that's going to be itty bitty if this is the curtain band. I bet this is almost true to size too. No, curtain bands were pretty big back then because they did have those big drapey curtains, right? See, this one here is looks interesting with Point Battenberg. Let's see, what is Point Battenberg? Ladies shoulder cape, Point Battenberg. It says here, this is a lovely raised pattern, and the cape is suitable either for wearing to the opera or for general use. According to the material employed, our model is worked with white double Berlin wool, of which 1 pound will be required. Double Berlin wool is going to be closer. It's going to be like your DK weight or your sport weight, just ever so slightly thinner, such a small, minute amount of thinnerness that it doesn't, I said thinnerness, that's, yes, that it really doesn't matter. You can still use just the DK or even a sport weight. I would go with a DK because even a DK is ever so slightly thinner than a sport weight. Okay. And anybody who doesn't know what DK means, which for years upon years I did not, it means double knit. Okay. Let's see here. 1 pound will be required and a bone crochet needle. Where are my, oh, I have them put up. Hold on. These are all of my antique hooks from the Victorian era and from the Edwardian era. This is a distraction. There we go. No, don't close. Okay, close. I had to put another bookmark. So these are my bone hooks and steel hooks and ivory hooks. Let me get you back down. There we go. See, these are wooden and steel. And these will make your hands stink when you use them. And so will these. These are also steel hooks. And these are from 1918, I think. It will say on here. 1911. It says it right there. You probably can't tell. Let's see. There we go. Should say 1911 right here on the end. Anyways, these make your hands smell like raw metal. Yeah, my hands already smell like raw metal when you use them. This is I think this is bone actually. And this will make your white yarns look dingy. These are my whalebone hooks. This is a neat one here. This is a bone hook and a knitting needle at the same time. Very resourceful. Yeah, these are what the bone hooks look like. They're very pitted because they're natural. Most of these I bought from the UK on Etsy, but from the UK. And bone hooks are always bent. See how it's curved? They're always bent. This doesn't, these are dessert forks from Japan. Okay, yeah, these are all of my bone and ivory and steel antique hooks. And these are the stinky hooks that make your hands smell bad. Oh, I hooked my couch. Hooked my couch. Well, pulled out a little cotton with it too. And I don't know why these are in here, but I think these are bone as well. Yeah, these are also bone, likely whale bone. But these are from Japan, and they are dessert forks. Bought them on eBay. They're old. Okay. Let's go back to that page. This looks like a really interesting piece here. This Point Battenberg. Okay, so spent way too much time worrying about the hook. First row, 1 single crochet in the second chain from the needle. How many chains? Chain with 49. Okay, 1 single crochet in the second chain from the needle or hook. Insert the hook in the next stitch, draw the wool through, work 6 chains, wool over the needle, and draw through the 2 stitches on the needle. 1 single crochet on the next stitch. Okay, so it's picots. It's chain 6 picots. So what you do is you work a single crochet, make a chain 6, and then come back down and work a single crochet in the next stitch over. I believe that's how it's read, right? It says here, insert the hook in the next stitch, draw the wool through, work 6 chains, wool over. Okay, you have to yarn over first. Yarn over and draw through the 2s. Okay. So you make in the next stitch over, 1 double crochet, insert the hook. I almost need to see how that looks. I'm going to use one of my new Joann brand hooks that I just got. And this little bit of alpaca silk blend I still have. And you need to stay open, please. I need to see what this looks like. I'm not going to chain 49 because I just want to see a few of the stitches. I just want to try to understand how to make that work. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, these are kind of nice. They have a slight bit of friction, but it's not a hindrance. It feels almost a little bit controlling. This is actually my first time using these hooks. They're very long. They're very, very long. Okay. So let me get my glasses. I'm not going to be able to see anything. Okay. It says here, chain 49, first row, 1 single crochet in the second chain from the hook. It says needle, but it's hook in modern day terms. Okay, 1 single crochet. All right, now it says insert the hook. Wait, we don't do the 6 chains yet. Okay, single crochet. Insert the hook into the next stitch, draw the wool through. So we don't complete the stitch. Draw the wool through, and I'm so confused. Draw the wool through, work 6 chains. Draw the wool through, work 6 chains. Okay, so that's 1. No, that's a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Wool over the needle and draw the 2. Oh, wait, no. Oh, I'm so confused now. So it said, draw the wool through and then work 6 chains. I don't understand. One single crochet in the second chain from the hook. Okay, I did that part. Okay, I did that part right here. That's our single crochet made. Okay, just to make it easier to read. 1 single crochet in the second chain from the hook. Then it says insert the hook in the next stitch. Draw the wool through, work 6 chains, wool over the needle, and draw through the 2 stitches on the needle. 1 single crochet, I know it says double crochet, in US terms it's single crochet. 1 single crochet on the next stitch of the foundation, a point on the next, and so on. Okay. So now going through that again, man, this is more challenging than the mystery pattern. Okay. 1 single crochet in the second chain from the hook. Got it. Insert the hook in the next stitch. Done. Draw the wool through. Done. Work 6 chains. I'm going to try this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yarn over. And draw through 2 stitches on the needle. Yarn over. And draw through 2 stitches. Is it just me? Please tell me it's not just me. Please tell me it's not just me not getting it. Please, please, please. I don't want to feel this inadequate. Okay. I don't understand. Insert the hook in the next stitch. Draw the wool through. Work 6 chains. Ma'am, what? don't get it. Draw the wool through, work 6 chains. I don't understand. Because if I do this, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, then it says to yarn over, wool over the needle, so yarn over, and draw through the 2 stitches on the needle. There are no 2 stitches on the needle. Okay, so while I'm yarned over, then do I do this? No, I do not. I feel like I'm supposed to do this. I don't get it. I don't get it. It looks like, and if you look at on the side right here, it just looks like chains, loops of chain 6. That's all it looks like. So let's see here. So here's what I'm going to do. Yeah. There you go. Done. No, that's not, I don't know. I don't get it. Oh, I don't get it. I wonder if there's a close-up picture of the, sometimes they have a close-up picture of certain stitches. See, like that, for example. Maybe the next page over? No, they do not. Man, I'm lost on this. Okay. I'm going to hold this up so that you guys can take screenshots of the entire pattern and you can have it and figure it out. There's that portion of the pattern. Here is the rest of the pattern. There we go. And here is the photo. Let's see what else we got here. I mean, this video is going to be an hour long. It seemed like an interesting piece. I could not make it work. Oh, Lord, I could not make it work. Okay, these are all the edgings. We'll go past those. There we go. Jar for pence, so jar for some, what, pennies? Penny jar. See, now that's a pretty collar. That's a really pretty collar. Yeah, I like that. Oh, isn't that pretty? That is the detail for this right here, this chemise trimming. Isn't that pretty, though? Man, I like that. And I love this. These are borders. Little gloves. One of these days we got to make some gloves. We surely do. Okay, well, oh, that's a neat looking stitch too, isn't it? Or is that, oh no, that's Tunisian full stitch. I can tell just by looking at this portion right here. That is Tunisian full stitch. I guarantee it. Let's see. Let's see. Child's shoulder cape. Okay. No, maybe it's not. Second row turn, 1 plain single crochet on the first stitch of the previous row, taking up both top threads. So working through the full stitch. Yarn over, insert the hook from right to left under the foundation chain, just below the next single crochet. Draw the wool through loosely, yarn over the needle, and draw through 2 stitches on the needle. Yarn over, wow, that's a lot. That's just a lot. All right, well, I guess I'm in a bit of a funk. I couldn't figure this one out, and even the photo. This has never happened before where even the photo doesn't help. And so I'm in a bit of a funk. I'm going to go ahead and call this video done. The next video I upload is going to be one of my It's Not Knit videos, And we are going to work on this in our next video instead of a mystery pattern. I want to make this. I need this to be a pillow on my couch. So I'm going to take some time to do that. I'll start on that tomorrow, actually, since the It's Not Knit video is already made. I just have to upload it, and that'll give me some time to work on this. Okay, y'all. Of course, I love you lots. I'm sorry this mystery pattern was the mystery that never was. Hopefully you at least had fun hanging out with me. I do love you lots. Man, I'm a little dismayed. I don't feel good about this. Moving on, right? Don't get stuck in the moment. Moving on. That point one really threw me off too. I just want to make this now. Hopefully that's not a point stitch. I'm just kidding. I love you lots. I'll see you in the next video real soon.